Well, good morning. I need this song today because I'm just not feeling this. Not feeling going to the water room. But you needed me. See, I am needed. I keep telling him that all the time. You need me. You need me. And he goes, yeah. Oh, we have so much fun. It is kind of like a learning period, like when you're first married and you first start living together. Of course, people don't do that nowadays, but back when I was, you didn't live together until you were married. But it's like a learning period. You got to learn each other's little quirks and, what they like and what they don't like and what they do and what they don't do. And then after a while, you kind of grow accustomed to each other. And then you have kids and your routine changes, and then then the kids leave, and then the grandkids come, and your routine changes a little bit more, and then you both retire, and it's like you're newlyweds again because you're both home at the same time. Because Jim technically is retired. He retired way too early, in my opinion. He retired when he was 56 because he was tired of working. And I said, there's going to come a day that you're going to be bored and you're just going to wish you didn't retire so soon, because obviously we would have had a little bit more money, and you're going to get bored. And he goes, no. So he retired and I continued to work. But the difference being, when my kids were growing up, I didn't really have a outside the house job, because I know being a parent or being a mother or a homemaker or whatever, that's a job in itself. It really is. But, so I still worked until 2012. And then, you know what? I'm going to see a coincidence in this now that I'm saying this. But Jim retired in 2005, and I continued to work. And then I retired in July of 2012. And in September of 2012, Jim got another job. Oh, now I see the correlation between the two. I think I figured that out once before, but I lost my mind. I did lose my mind sometimes. It skipped out of my mind, but now it's back again. Now I see his madness. I see his methods. But anyway, so now we just kind of back to that stage again. Even though he's retired, he works 4 days a week and probably 4 or 5 hours a day, but he gets paid for full time, even though he's part-time, works part-time hours. So, but anywho, getting back to why I really needed that song is, every time I have a slight gain, I always tell you, it doesn't really bother me. It's just a slight gain. I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm not going to let the number bother me. I'm not going to let it, affect how I'm going to do. And so Saturday I was pretty good up until a certain point, because then Saturday night we went to the Outback for dinner, and it was delicious. It was so good. And I got my Alice's spring chicken, which is loaded with points. And I had a baked potato loaded with points. And I had, it'll tell you right when I say it, a loaded baked potato soup, loaded with points. And then I did only have one Coke, but it was a big Coke. I think it had to have been like a 20-ounce Coke. It was a pretty good size. And then we went and visited Christy because she lives by the restaurant. And then it just carried over to yesterday, because yesterday, I still because I had seen Birdie in the morning, and she said, oh, how did you do on your weight? And I said, I gained a 0.9. I said, and I don't understand that, because I really was good the whole week. I walked 2 miles every day. This is a long night. I walked 2 miles every day. I stayed within my program. I somewhat fasted. Like, she knows what I mean when I say fasted for Lent. I only ate the 2 meals. I was really good, and I got on the scale and I lost 0.9. I gained 0.9. And I was really bummed, and I said it wasn't going to bother me, but then we went to the Outback last night, and it just bothers me. She says, yeah, that happens sometimes, and she said the same thing, when you were walking, probably holding water to repair your muscles and blah, blah, all that good stuff. And I said, yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I think so. And so then I went to, where did I go? Oh, Potbelly's with Christy. And I got the wreck sandwich, which I don't even know what's in it. Ham and cheese, and it was on I did have it on a multi-grain roll. Silly me. I don't want white. That's too many calories. I'll have the multi-grain. That's healthier. But I'll load it up with all this other crap that's not really healthy. And I had that, and then I had a bowl of broccoli cheddar soup and a bag of chips. Oh, wait, I'm not done. You thought I was done, but no, I'm not done. And then I had the chocolate malt. And when I got home to eat the sandwich, because I drank the chocolate malt on the way home, so when I got home I had to have something for my sandwich. I had a Coke. I didn't need a Coke, but I had a Coke. And I thought, oh, you're done. But then I remembered, I'm pissed that I gained 0.9. And I did save a piece of cake from Christy's birthday, even though I said I wasn't going to do anything on Sundays, because even though it's not considered Lent, I was going to consider it Lent. No. I didn't consider it Lent. I had a slice of cake. So I had some cake. And then Bertie and Ron came over to play cards, and he brought my all-time favorite, strawberry licorice. And I had licorice. But I drank water with the licorice. A small consolation, I know, but... So, needless to say, I'm not going to have a loss again this week. And I'm going to be bummed, because that was the whole point of getting my new book, was so that I wouldn't have a bunch of gains in it. So, I am going to turn it around. I am going to do better. I really am. But I need to know that I can survive. And I can survive the weekends. I should have listened to the song on the way to church yesterday. Oh, and thank you, Ellen. Ellen sent me a card through the email for St. Patrick's Day. Thank you so much. But anyway, so back on track today. I am going to. Oh my gosh! Oh, by the time I turn it around, you won't see it. There was a whole herd of deer. There was 6 of them crossing the street and back into the woods. Oh, Jim would have loved to have seen that. You would have loved to have seen that. It was such a... Oh my gosh, it was so cool. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I'm just bummed, I know. But Christy and I were going through pictures yesterday. And, okay. Why didn't you tell me? You should have told me. I had toothpaste. I have toothpaste on my lip. Did you ever talk to somebody and they have something on and you only focus right on that? You look right at it. Sometimes when I'm editing my video, if I see a hair out of place as I'm editing the video, I'm just looking at the hair in place and I want to go and smack it down. Once again, distracted. So anyway, we were looking at pictures, and I think I've told this story before, that Jim's mother and I clashed a lot for the preparations of the wedding, and that she just... I love her. I love Jim's mother. She's passed, but she was a very good mother-in-law. But at the time, she just strangled me. She just always was like everything with my choices. She was always giving me a hard time, because we went to this one florist it was a new florist that I wanted to go to, and we went to this florist, and when we got there, we found out that she was related to the people that owned the florist. It was a cousin or something. So we did get a pretty good deal, because when they found out they were family, we got a better deal. But I wanted to have everybody carry daisies in a little basket, and the baskets were going to be $5 each. And so she kept saying that was a frivolous expense because I had too many people in the wedding party. I had 6 people, 6 brides. Well, bridesmaid, flower girl, maid of honor. I had 6. So she says, that's $30 that you're wasting on a basket. And I said, well, they can use it afterwards as a, whatever, catch-all. No, that's just ridiculous. You don't. So we had this big argument, because Jim wasn't there. He was in the service. So his mother was representing him. And so we went, argued. And so his mother went to some, I don't know, I think it was Shoppers Fair, which was like a Target back then, but it was called Shoppers Fair, and bought the baskets and brought them back to the florist. Only because she was a relative, because any other time they wouldn't have. So she did save me some money, but it really wasn't worth it. So then when we went to get the dresses for the bridesmaids and the maid of honor and the flower girl, we went to Kitty Kelly, which was a local bridal salon. And I found the dresses that I liked, that I wanted my bridesmaids to wear. And they were yellow, and my sister's, who was the maid of honor, was going to wear a mint green. And, oh, that's too much money. That's just too much money, because she didn't want to pay the money for Bertie and Barb. That's too much money. So then she harassed. I mean, I love her. I really do love her. I know it doesn't sound like it, but I really do love her. She harassed the owner to buy the material from them and get the pattern. So she was going to make the dress itself for Bertie and Barb. She wasn't going to spend that much money that they wanted to charge at the bridal shop. And the people, you know, because I was buying so much and I bought my wedding dress and all that, they did let her buy the material. And she did make the dresses. And she made it for my sister Denise, because my mother thought, well, you know, I can save a little bit of money, because Denise was only 11 at the time. Or was she 10? I think, no, she was 11. So she said she was going to make the dress. Well, she had her dog, Jim's mother had this dog, Mitzi. It was a cute dog. It really was a cute dog. I really liked Mitzi. And she wanted Mitzi to be in the wedding party. She wanted Mitzi to walk up the aisle carrying flowers, a little basket of flowers. She bought an extra basket for the dog. And she wanted the dog to carry the basket up the aisle. And I kept saying, the dog is not going to be part of my wedding party. That is just not going to happen. We are not having a dog in my wedding party. So when we showed up at the wedding at the church, I kept looking for the dog, and there was no dog. So I thought, okay. She said, but I'd like to go back to the house to take some pictures. So I said, okay, that's fine. So after we took the pictures at the church and that, and we went to Jim's mother's house to take all the pictures. And, you know, we're snapping pictures. And, you know, friends and family had come and they were snapping pictures. And my friends kept coming up to me and they kept saying, oh, I've got to see your wedding pictures when they come. I've just got to see them. And I go, yeah, okay, you know, well, not a big deal. So then, you know, like afterwards when we got the pictures back from the photographer, his mother had put that damn dog in the reception, you know, like the bridal party picture. And I refused to order a picture like that. I said, no, Jim's mother ordered the picture, you know, because you can pay for or whatever. So Jim's mother ordered the picture. But a friend of mine had snapped the Polaroid of just the end where Mitzi was. And so I will insert a clip right here to show you the damn dog, who was a very cute dog. I'm not saying that she wasn't a cute dog, but I didn't want the dog at my wedding party. So, okay, we're at Bertie's house, and I've already talked for 13 minutes. Jeez. Okay, we're going to be late. Don't hold us up. Okay, there's the dog. And that's Bertie. And that's her sister Barb. And that's their cousin Will, who was in the wedding party. And that was my cousin's fiance, Dave. But there's Mitzi, stealing the glory of my wedding. Well, Bertie got a package because she's important. And we were going to leave it on the porch, but then we don't know when somebody might walk by. She's not that far from the main road. Somebody could steal her package.
I know, and I have a few more coming. I don't know when it came. It was either early this morning or yesterday. Hello, my friends.
Ooh, she sounded a little hoarse there, didn't she?
I did. But I'm not.
I'm
not a horse.
We're on our way. I forgot my hat. Oh, well. I'll survive. Like Gloria Gaynor. I will survive.
Yes.
Okay, talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay, back to business. Getting back on track here. I'm going to have a cup of tea and my fruit. So I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water. I saw this quote and it just described my yesterday. If one dream should fall apart into 1,000 pieces, never be afraid to pick up one of those pieces and begin again. I'm starting again today. So it's 0 for my egg, berries, banana, tea, and water. 2 points for my 3 slices of center cut bacon. 3 points for 3 pieces of the Nanan bread. And 3 points for 2 tablespoons of the queso dip. So it's an 8-point breakfast. I have 15 points left for dinner. I know I've been told that this is more, but these are very small little pieces of bread. I think that the bigger things, I've tracked it, I've scanned it, I've looked it up in the app, I figured out the nutrition things. It still comes out to 1 point each, so hopefully I'm right. Well, look what I got. I got my first Easter card. It says, "Have a lovely Easter. A special wish for nothing less than an Easter filled with happiness. Warmest wishes for a very happy Easter and a delightful year from your very own Esther Bunny. Enjoy. Best regards to Birdie." It's from Esther Ross Newman. "Dear Sandy, I'm sure this will be early, but you never know with the international mail." She lives in London. "If it comes early, blame it on the observant lady that just wandered in to wish you and your family a happy and joyful holiday. Keep on keeping on. It's a journey we are on together. I hope we will be on a victory walk together." I'm hoping, but I'm struggling. I'm so struggling. I had such a bad weekend. But you know what? The Easter card really made my day today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you again, Esther. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to try to eat 3 meals because I'm really hungry. You know what? When I go crazy, then I'm hungrier. And maybe I didn't eat enough last week. I don't know. So I'm going to try the 3 meals, and this is what I'm going to have for my lunch. I'm going to have 1 mozzarella stick for 1 point, 28 grams of turkey pepperoni for 1 point, 28 grams of the pretzel crisps for 3 points, and 0 for my water and my diet cranberry juice. So it's a 5-point lunch. I still have 10 points left for my dinner. We'll see if this works. You know, I'm always trying. I'm going to use the rest of my points for my dinner. I had 10 points left and I used all 10 points. 2 points for my 2 slices of Sara Lee multigrain bread. 1 point for 2 ounces of oven roasted turkey breast. 4 points for an ounce of provolone cheese. 1 point for a 1/4 ounce of cheddar cheese that I'm putting on. Oh, I forgot my chili. Oh, no sugar-free Jell-O for me. I forgot the chili. Put the chili. So I'm going to be putting that back in the fridge. So it's a 10-point dinner. And I have honey mustard on the turkey breast. Well, I have to tell you, I really struggled today to stay within my points. I'm very happy that I stayed within my points, but I gotta tell you, it was a hard day for me. I do find when I go crazy, like I did over the weekend, that it's harder to get back into the groove, but I'm determined to do it. I am once again rethinking my plan. I just don't know what's going on. I think I have to agree with everybody. I really do feel that this freestyle program is just a maintenance program. I was looking at my tracker. I was talking with my sister Denise, and last year on this date, I was 10 pounds heavier. So in a year, I've lost 10 pounds. And I lost the majority of my weight doing the Points Plus and the Smart Points. And so many people have been telling me about the iTrack app, and I'm really thinking I'm leaning that way. Going to give it a couple more days and see what's going on. But I'm not quitting. I'm discouraged, but I'm not quitting. So stick with me because I'm sure I'll get through this. So I will talk to you guys in the morning.